Live from KSAT 12, the Nightbeat starts right now.
All right, so we have another rainy, overcast day today.
Yeah, but how about the weekend, Adam?
We're going to be clearing out and seeing the stars just within a few hours here. The rain has pushed east of San Antonio. Still some parts of the KSAT 12 viewing area getting in on some of the rain showers. Luling to Gonzales and moving into Lavaca County. And Hallettsville, you'll get clipped by some of this activity as it spreads eastward. Still another hour or so for that to be moving through Lavaca County. This is moving pretty slowly. You head just south and east of San Antonio. Finally, Poth is getting in on some of the action. This is the last little bit of it as it moves to the east. But notice right along 181 between Poth and Falls City, actually a nice little downpour here has developed. No lightning or thunder, just some good soaking rainfall. But I want to show you the authority radar estimates from throughout the day over the past 24 hours. You look at the rainfall, and it was especially down in Karnes County where some areas got over an inch. Estimated by radar in southeast Karnes County. We'll take a closer look at other rainfall accumulations, especially the sweet spots in Comal County in just a bit, and talking about the weekend and how I think Mountain Cedar is going to be changing and when in just a bit.
After I read the article about you helping a veteran, then I said, well, let me see if I can get in touch with her. Maybe she'll come out here because people need a break. I said, I'm going to call somebody to see if somebody can help me. And that's when I called KSAT.
She's a KSAT viewer who asked for help, a disabled veteran who feels disrespected after her car was towed away in front of her own front door.
The Night Team's Patty Santos spoke with a towing company and the 70-year-old veteran.
I'm a 70-year-old veteran living on a fixed income during Christmas, and they want to charge me $295.26.
That's how much Margaret Sanders had to pay to get her vehicle back after bear towing hauled it away from the parking spot in front of her front door.
We don't have assigned parking, and it's a big complex, so you park wherever you can park.
At first, she was confused about why her car was towed. After a few phone calls, she thinks it's because she just got a new license plate days before it was towed.
The apartment management didn't want to talk about this case, but they say it's explained in the tenant's contract, and they also say it's posted right here in these signs.
Signs that say all vehicles must be registered to park.
Your understanding is that they just kind of come around and scan license plates?
That's my understanding.
I emailed and called Bear Towing and got a statement back saying the property management and towing company enforce vehicle license plate registration as part of their security efforts, adding, quote, that the presence of disabled veteran license plate does not exempt any vehicle from parking regulations, whether on public or private property. In the spring, KSAT told you about another disabled veteran who was left stranded in an incident over a handicapped veteran license plate involving the same towing company.
So what do you do now?
Well, cry over the money that I just had to spend out, the $295. But, I mean, people need to care more about people than money.
Sanders now warns other apartment tenants and veterans to be on alert.
Compassion is lost.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Let's hope somebody can help resolve this situation. We'll continue to follow it. Meanwhile, downtown San Antonio going to be a happening place this weekend. City officials urging drivers to plan ahead. Downtown, a holiday tourist hotspot. Combine that with construction, parking issues. We expect to see heavier traffic. We've got what you need to know about parking and detours. Just head right now to KSAT.com.
And developing right now, a man is fighting for his life tonight after a shooting west of downtown.
Yeah, this happened within the past couple of hours on West Commerce Street near Old Highway 90. That's where police say two people got into an argument. That argument ended in gunfire. Right now, we know a man in his 30s shot in the stomach. He is in the hospital with critical injuries.
Now, officers haven't arrested anybody at this point. They also haven't told us any information about the suspect. In other news tonight, as we learn more about the case of the three San Antonio police officers, these three charged in the shooting death of a woman, we're also finding that the Bexar County District Attorney's Office may have a difficult time getting the officers convicted. Now, in this case, two of the three officers are facing murder charges for the shooting death of Melissa Perez. The third officer is charged with aggravated assault. Last June, Bettis was shot in her home while having a mental health crisis. Now, we spoke with a prosecutor and a defense attorney. Both of them agreed that it's rare for a jury to actually convict police officers.
Well, it's extremely difficult simply because I think most people, rightly so, want to have confidence in their local law enforcement to protect them. I mean, and I agree with that.
You have to take into consideration the fact that these are peace officers who are out in the streets attempting to protect people and to make sure that folks are safe.
So you heard from both sides there. Now, the 3 indicted officers are expected to be arraigned next month.
Tonight, we have new information for you about a body found in northwest Bexar County. The Bexar County Sheriff, Javier Salazar, says it is this man, 51-year-old Pete Gonzalez Aguilla. The sheriff says he's a resident of San Marcos who was reported missing last month. His body discovered this past Saturday on Escondido Road in the northwestern part of Bexar County. While there's still questions about this case, Sheriff Salazar says it looks like Aguilla's body showed signs it was dragged. If you know anything that can help investigators, call BCSO at the number on your screen, 210-335-6000. San Antonio police are looking for the 2 men they believe shot someone inside an apartment complex. It happened last night around 9:15 on Austin Highway near Rittiman. Officers say the 2 men were seen running out of that apartment where the victim was shot. Tonight, that victim has life-threatening injuries.
On a 1 to 10, rated 1 is sober and 10 is drunk servant. What number do you feel like you're at right now?
Maybe a 5.
A 5?
Or less than that.
That is star UTSA wide receiver Joshua Cephas being questioned by police after rolling over his vehicle last December. This month, the Bexar County District Attorney's Office released footage of his arrest. We're also seeing paperwork from Cephas's blood alcohol analysis after he pleaded no contest to DWI, and it shows that he had a blood alcohol level of 0.183, which is more than twice the legal limit to drive after that early morning crash near campus. The senior avoided jail time in the case in exchange for serving 15 months probation. By the way, Cephas finishes his college career in 4 days when UTSA plays Marshall in the Frisco Bowl.
Happening on Monday, our next installment of Know My Neighborhood.
So this time we're taking you to the east side in the historic neighborhood of Dignowity Hill.
It's situated on a hill overlooking the downtown center of the city.
One time you couldn't give away the east side. Yeah, it's like, I can't wait till I get my hands on it, you know.
Do I want to walk outside of my house and 2 blocks later I'm at the best coffee shop in the city? Yes, but at what expense?
What I've seen was the people change. More people with money came in.
Fast food, they're everywhere. But if you want to eat anything even remotely healthy, it's not in your neighborhood at all.
Just because it's been going on for a long time doesn't mean that, it should be going on.
That's where the need is. The shelter shouldn't be far away. The shelter should be accessible.
I think we need to quit trying to get rid of them and start helping them.
We want to be a part of Dignowity as well. So I think that's what makes us really, really close.
Catch Know My Neighborhood Dignowity Hill this Monday right here on the news at 6. You can also watch it on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, or anywhere you stream.
Now let's go to your Nightbeat news flash. It was ketamine. That's what the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner says killed beloved Friends star Matthew Perry. Perry died October 28th after he was found unresponsive in the swimming pool of his home. The autopsy results were released today. The report also found that the late actor drowned in the heated end of his pool and that was a secondary factor in his death. Before he passed, Perry had been taking ketamine infusion therapy to deal with depression and anxiety. He was 54 years old. Rudy Giuliani now has to pay up. The former New York City mayor and Donald Trump attorney has been ordered to pay $148 million in damages to 2 former Georgia election workers. Those women sued Giuliani for defamation after he spread lies about them while trying to keep then President Donald Trump in power after he lost the 2020 election. Both of the women claimed that they suffered harassment and racist threats as a result of Giuliani's claims. Now, it is unclear if Giuliani is going to be able to pay all that cash since one of his former attorneys has sued him over unpaid legal fees. By the way, after today's ruling, Giuliani said that he's going to appeal. And that's a look at your Nightbeat News Flash. Back here at home, let's bring it back to this weekend. Here's your chance to open your home to a pet that needs it. Petco and San Antonio Pets Alive are hosting an event for tomorrow and Sunday. It is waiving adoption fees for all pets. Those adoption locations are listed right there on your screen. We also have them for you on KSAT.com. Okay, I know why a lot of you are excited tonight, because it is OVA, O-V-A-H. The Spurs losing streak has finally come to an end. Mary Rominger is going to have reaction and highlights coming up in sports.
It is Texas' oldest military cemetery, and a local nonprofit making sure those veterans who can no longer give are remembered this holiday season. How you can help. Next on the Night Beat.
Every year, Wreaths Across America places wreaths on military headstones for the holiday season. And last month, we told you about the effort to cover one of the largest military cemeteries in the country, which is Fort Sam Houston.
Yeah, we also want to shine the spotlight on another military cemetery right here in the Alamo City. The Night Team's John Paul Barajas reports.
To be quite honest with you, I was stationed at Fort Sam Houston for 15 years. Did not know this cemetery existed till after I retired. Absolutely gets a hold of your heart.
And for that reason, Wesley Salmons, a nonprofit community for veterans families, wants to make sure another cemetery with a rich history isn't forgotten.
George Kelly's buried here in this cemetery. He was the first aviator killed on active duty on the parade field at Fort Sam.
Salmons walked us through San Antonio National Cemetery.
A flag on it.
Established in 1867, it's the oldest military cemetery in Texas.
Harry Wurzbach is buried in this cemetery. John Bullis, that Camp Bullis was named after, is buried in this cemetery. I can't imagine what it was like for these guys.
He now frequents the graves of soldiers past to pay his respects and says the least he can do is try and make sure every headstone here has a wreath for the holidays.
It's absolutely heart-rendering. It's the most thoughtful thing that I've ever done, is to place a wreath on those that can no longer give.
It's a special moment Salmon shares with countless volunteers made of veterans, their families, and civilians who want to give back to those who gave to our country.
Remembering those forgotten heroes, because not enough people know about this cemetery, and we are working to do that. And our ceremony on the 16th.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
I want to thank Wesley for his efforts in this whole thing. San Antonio National Cemetery is located at 517 Paso Hondo Street. Community for Veterans families say wreaths will start arriving about 9 tomorrow morning. They'd like help. Anyone who would like to is invited to go to the cemetery. Again, the address 517 Paso Hondo Street.
Now I have a question for you. Are you traveling this week? Because the storm that you see here, yeah, that could be affecting your plans. It's actually headed to the East Coast after dumping 21 inches of snow in New Mexico over the past couple of days. So you might be asking, how does the storm all the way up in the East Coast impact us right here in San Antonio?
If East Coast area airports are impacted, it can slow down the planes getting to other locations. So this could slow down travel all over the country.
Yeah, that's why it matters. So if you're flying out this weekend, just watch out for any delays.
Yeah, or if you have somebody coming in from the East Coast.
Yeah, you're waiting
for them to come
in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pack your patience. All right, live cam outside right now, 58 degrees, and I am looking forward to the weekend, Adam Caskey.
I think we can all agree with that.
Exactly.
Right? The weekend is here. It's upon us, and the weather's changing quite a bit. This dreary day will make you really appreciate the weather we have coming this weekend. Take a look at Authority radar. Some showers still southeast and east of San Antonio, along I-10, east of Luling now, from Gonzales to Moulton, Shiner, Hallettsville as well, Flatonia, Schulenburg about to get in on the action. We talked a little bit earlier about the estimated rainfall totals, and we really had the sweet spot on the far north side of town and even right up into Comal County. That's where we had on the order of half an inch or slightly more in some parts of Comal County. I mean, right here, 0.8 of an inch just south of Smithson Valley High School. You get up to Canyon Lake, anywhere from a half inch to 0.2 of an inch. Of course, it depends on exactly where you were, but it was good to see some of these nice accumulations, even along 281 south of 46, 0.4 of an inch estimated by Doppler radar. So that was nice. At the airport officially, we picked up just under 0.2 of an inch, updated to 0.18 at the airport here in town. 43 this morning, 65 for the high temperature today. I want to show you our futurecast and how the clearing line is moving eastward. The clearing line's moving eastward. The rain's moving out of here. It's all pushing eastward, and we're going to be clearing out in a few hours here around town. Earlier today, a lot of the rain was in North Texas. Now it's moved eastward. Texarkana area and parts of East Texas. This is good to see in East Texas and even Louisiana, where they really need the rainfall. I want to talk about the overall picture, though, because this does relate to that storm system on the East Coast and what's coming our way next by this time next week. Here's a big dip in the upper level flow. We also have a lot of energy here in the Gulf of Mexico. Those two are going to come together, as they often do in the East Coast this time of year, and turn into one stronger system that's going to move up the East Coast. Starting tomorrow in Florida, then heavy rain northward through the weekend and even into Tuesday. So a several-day span of that system pushing northward. For us, it's going to be quiet weather for several days, but we'll be watching this next system in the Pacific by the middle of next week, just off the coast of California. That wound up upper level low is going to slide eastward. Of course, the exact destination over the next 6 to 8 days has yet to be determined. But either way, it should give us that dirty flow coming off the Pacific, some energy and moisture coming in with that southwesterly flow. And that'll put rain chances back in the picture for us starting next Thursday, but I think more so by this time next week on Friday. Notice the East Coast rain potential there up and down the East Coast, couple inches in many spots around here. It is nice to see. This is over the next 9 days, so we're stretching it a little bit. But as that pattern shifts and we get that flow off the Pacific, usually that helps us out. That's why we're seeing that there. 20% chance Thursday, a 30% chance on Friday. 59 degrees right now, dew point of 56. The wind out of the north at 9. The cold fronts moved through. So it's going to be breezy late tonight and especially first thing tomorrow. Steady wind out of the north at 10 to 20, gusting up to 30 miles per hour at times. 46 in the morning, 65 in the afternoon. Sunday, bit of a chill in the air to start the day at 39, but then near 70 with that sunshine. I mentioned those wind gusts at times up to 30 miles per hour tomorrow morning. Keep in mind, that's a north wind, and that's coming out of the hill country, which in turn is the cedar breeze this time of year. So I do anticipate the mountain cedar count to rise this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. It's likely to be higher than it was today in the low levels. Next week, feeling nice. Mornings near 40, afternoons near 70, and then we're crossing our fingers for some better rain chances by this time next week.
Yeah, all that sun, we're going to dry out this weekend quite nicely.
Let's talk about something else. That was nice tonight.
Yeah.
Finally, Spurs.
I hear fans around town were honking downtown celebrating.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm not kidding.
Really?
Well, Larry Ramirez told me that.
Well, if Larry told you, it's probably true.
It has to be
then.
true,
All
right?
Okay.
Fans are excited nonetheless that the Spurs break their franchise record losing streak in the tail end of a back-to-back against LeBron James and the Lakers. Smithson Valley's phenomenal first quarter effort is erased as Alito put up 51 to defeat the Rangers in the state title game. A streak of 18 demoralizing, heart-wrenching losses brings us to tonight, a rematch between the San Antonio Spurs and Los Angeles Lakers. First quarter, Malachi Branham backed into a wall, but don't worry, Victor Wembanyama comes flying in for the slam dunk. Second quarter, James staring down Wembanyama. An all-time moment, James nails the step-back triple. All right, out of halftime, San Antonio still in front with a 12-point lead, and Wemby lets it fly with 3 of his 13 points. He also grabbed 15 rebounds. And finally, Devin Vassell makes up for a bit of a cold streak with a 36-point night. The Spurs defeat the Lakers 129-115 to break the 18-game loss streak, and emotions ran high after this one.
Did y'all see Devin Vassell?
Have you noticed him? Yeah.
Man, and you know it's crazy. We got so many doubters, this and that, man. He had couple bad games. But man, as I tell you all the time, man, that's what he do.
think in the beginning my three was falling, and then really third quarter, second quarter when it wasn't, just getting to the basket.
It's been a minute, so yeah, it does feel good. Kind of felt like a playoff game to me, but of course we have to feel good about it. So we love that feeling. We want to repeat it.
The 4-20 Spurs are back on the court Sunday when New Orleans visits the Alamo City. Tip-off is at 2:30. The Smithson Valley football team collides with perennial powerhouse Aledo in the Class 5A D1 state championship inside of AT&T Stadium. First quarter, Aledo deep in their own zone. Rangers sophomore Caleb Barrow barrels through for a Smithson Valley safety. Later, Smithson Valley up 5. Senior quarter, Zach Ginrich picks off Aledo. A big-time interception sets up the Rangers to add on another field goal. They're up 8-0. Although a great first quarter is quickly overshadowed as Aledo stormed back to win 51-8. It's the Bearcats' 12th consecutive state title. The Texas volleyball team is set to make their 10th all-time appearance in the national championship. Madison Skinner had 18 kills and a Final Four record 6 aces to lead the defending champion Longhorns to a 3-1 win over Wisconsin in the semifinals of the NCAA Division I Women's Volleyball Tournament. UT has had a wealth of success, but moments like this never get old.
You want to enjoy the moments, and this is something that we should be proud of and excited for. So we're all going to enjoy this tonight, be happy, and just really celebrate one another. But then tomorrow we're back at it, and we're locked in on what's ahead.
I think we expected it. I mean, we've put in so much work, and we've trained so hard, and it hasn't come easy, and there's been challenges and ups and downs. But like Jared said, we just trusted the process and trusted one another and just stayed committed to what we needed to do to make it to this moment.
All right, this Sunday, December 17th at 2 p.m. from Tampa, Florida, Texas, and Nebraska, battle for the crown. The game will be televised here on KSAT 12. The UTSA football team has touched down in Frisco, Texas, ahead of Tuesday's bowl game against Marshall. This year's senior class is responsible for helping put the Roadrunners football team on the map, and now they have a chance to add another first to their resume with a bowl game victory.
This year, it's just been amazing, just knowing like this is my last year, I just got to just taking it all in, yesterday, my last practice at our practice field, I'm just trying to enjoy every moment, and then, hopefully, God willing, I can continue playing football, but right now I'm just trying to enjoy the moment with my teammates and just be able to just be a part of something that was special here these past 6 years.
So special. All right, myself and Photog Billy Caldera will be in Frisco to bring you all of the coverage leading up to the bowl game, all beginning Sunday. Kickoff is Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And after the break, San Antonio's Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Sonny Edwards are set to collide in a title unification clash. We'll be right back.
Proudly fighting out of his home of San Antonio, Texas, USA. Here is the reigning, the defending, the undefeated WBO flyweight champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
San Antonio's Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Sonny Edwards had a heated exchange at the final press conference ahead of tomorrow's highly anticipated flyweight unification bout. 23-year-old Bam putting his WBO flyweight championship on the line against IBF champion Edwards. The two will meet tomorrow night in Glendale, Arizona, all beginning at 7 p.m. on DAZN. Rodriguez enters the bout 18-0, 11 knockouts. Edwards 20-0, 4 knockouts.
Go Bam.
Go Bam.
All I have to say.
Yes.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you. We'll be right back. It's been a pleasure having you with us this entire week. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous weekend.
We'll see you on Monday. Good night.